today's word of the day is hypothesis, an idea that is proposed for the sake of an argument so that it can be tested to see if it might be true. Hey Eagles, welcome back to Mrs. Shoppy's Kitchen. Today we are going to be making something called sweet potato pancakes. I'm going to tell you a little secret about myself. I love sweet potatoes. So today I'm going to show you how to make this into a pancake, because what's better than a pancake? A sweet potato pancake. We'll see. So make sure you have adult supervision for this video, because we will be using the microwave, we will be using the stove top, and we just want to make sure we're being as safe as possible. All right, so go get your aprons on. I don't have one, so this is what I'm gonna wear, but go grab an adult and let's get cooking. All right guys, so one of the main reasons I love sweet potatoes, other than the fact that they taste delicious, is they have vitamin C and vitamin A in them, which are things that you need in your body. They also help with your digestion because they have fiber in them, and it just regulates your digestive system. So, fun facts about sweet potatoes. All right, some things you're gonna need today is a bowl to mix things in, a fork, some eggs, and I'm gonna add some cinnamon and vanilla in mine. Those are not things that you have to add in there, but like I've said before, I love some cinnamon and vanilla. So, okay guys, first thing you're gonna do, you're gonna take your sweet potato and you're gonna wash it off and give it a good scrub. Ready, go. All right, handy trick. You know, baked potatoes, they take forever in the oven. Yeah, but not when you do them in the microwave. So today we're gonna take our handy sweet potato. If you already have sweet potatoes baked, that's even better, because then you just pull them out, mix them up. Make sure you have a microwave safe plate or dish that you can put the sweet potato on, because you don't want to melt anything. Okay, so you're going to put the sweet potato on there and you're gonna put it in the microwave. Oh, wait, I forgot. Take your fork. You're gonna pierce the sweet potato a couple times, okay? Careful not to stab yourself. All right, so I've just made I've pierced the sweet potato several times, put it on a microwave safe plate, and then we are going to put it in the microwave for 5 minutes. Halfway through 5 minutes, you want to rotate the potato. So it's on one side, rotate it to the other side. It will be hot. You have to be very careful to use either a hot pad or a fork to roll it or something like that. But for 5 minutes. So what's half of 5? Let's think about that. 5's an odd number, so there's no half. But we know half of 4 is 2, right? So we have 2. Well, 5 is 1 more than 4. So we have 4 and 1. So half of 4 is 2. Half of 1 is a half, right? So 2.5. 2.5 minutes is half of 5. All right? So we're going to put it in the microwave for 2.5 minutes, and then rotate it, and then 2.5 minutes more. It gets a little rolly, so be careful. And now you have 2.5 minutes. What are you going to do with 2.5 minutes? Have a dance party, right? It's like wheezing or whistling a little bit in the microwave. I don't think you have anything to be scared about though. Okay, so 2.5 minutes, I rotated it, and we did 2.5 minutes more. Now we're gonna check it. Hot! Plate's hot. So get a hot pad, hot mitten, hot something. Just be careful. That's what you should do. Just be careful. Okay, so I think it's done. So we're gonna let it cool off just a little bit before we put it in our bowl, mainly because we don't want it so hot that when we put our eggs in there, it's gonna cook our eggs immediately, okay? So, gonna let it cool off for a second and we'll be back. Okay, so what I just did is I cut it open in half. Plate's still warm, be careful. So that it can kind of cool down. But what I'm gonna do now to kind of help it get even cooler faster is I'm going to kind of peel it off the skin because we're not gonna use the skin. Remember I said that earlier? So if it is pretty soft and done, it should come out pretty easy, which it is coming out very easy. Same thing on the other half. At this point, you'll for sure be able to tell whether it's done or not. And if it's not completely done, just put it back in the microwave. Even after you've cut it open, just put it back in the microwave like 30 seconds at a time until you think it's done, okay? Now, while it's warm, it might be a good idea to kind of mash it. You can use one of several things. You can use a potato masher, which looks like this. Bam! I didn't have one for a long time and then I got one and it's awesome. So you could use that, but I'm just gonna use a fork today. It's just one sweet potato. So surely I can do it with a fork, right? Okay, so you need 2 eggs. Be careful not to get any shell in there. So you're gonna crack it on the side, drop it in there. I wish I was cool and could do it one-handed, but I'm not. So we're just using both hands. It's probably better so you don't make a mess in there. All right, so now we're gonna just stir it up and combine it. I'm just mixing it until it is pretty combined. If there's big lumps, I'm trying to break them up with my fork. Okay, cool thing is, you can actually make them just like this. Put them into the pan and cook them like that, just like a pancake. But I want to add a little flavor to mine. So I have a 1/4 teaspoon measuring spoon. So I am going to take my vanilla and do about 1/4 teaspoon. Perfect, almost out of that. In there. Since I'm almost out, we might as well just add, the rest. There were only like 3 drops left. Stuff. All right, next, 1/4 teaspoon or a little bit more of cinnamon, okay? Just regular cinnamon. I did like a heaping 1/4 teaspoon. I'm telling you, I don't dislike cinnamon. I like it a lot. One more thing that you can add, you don't have to, but this will help make them a little fluffier when you cook them, is baking powder. Just a little bit of that. We have 1/4 teaspoon out, but I would do maybe just like not all the way to the top, so not quite a full spoonful. Alrighty. So now just combine all of that until it's really stirred in there. And if there's chunks, make sure you get those broken up. Also, fun things about pancakes. You have unlimited amount of toppings that you can put on them, but you can do chocolate chips on them. You can put pecans in them. You can either put it right in the batter, or you can wait until you spoon it in the spatula, or can't get the skillet, spatula. It's time to cook it now. So like I was saying, you can do toppings. You can put chocolate chips on them. You can put pecans once they're done. A little Cool Whip on top. Anyway, all right, let's cook it. Okay, so go ahead, turn your stovetop on. to like medium low. You don't want to burn them, so I'm turning mine on. You need something to help the pancake not stick. So I like to use butter. You can use like the cooking spray, but I prefer butter over that because butter's a little bit more natural. Coat it with a pretty good coating of butter. Also adds flavor. Everything's better with butter. I'm gonna let it heat up just a little bit so that once I put it in there, it kind of starts cooking right away, okay? My butter is all heated and melty. You can use the spoon that you have in your bowl to scoop it out, but a little handy trick that I use, I just get another cup measure. This is a 1/4 of a cup measure, and I just scoop it out that way and then dump it in there. It's a little handy, and then you don't put too little or too much. Okay, so just get a little bit in there. Put it out there. I'm making pretty small ones at the moment, just because smaller are easier to flip. So this is the hard part because you have to wait. It's starting to get bubbly on the sides. And you can kind of check, do a little sneakaroo. Just put your spatula on the edge of it and lift up. And you'll be able to tell if it's kind of hard on the bottom, which this one is. So I think it's time to turn. Okay, I gotta pick it up just a little bit. Whoop. That was actually not a bad flip. A little slippery in there. Okay, I think it's just about done, and it's actually pretty fluffy thanks to the baking powder. I sometimes poke a little hole in the top of it just to make sure it's done all the way through, which it is, so we are going to put it on the plate. All right, I can tell that my stovetop is getting really hot now. My pan is, so they're gonna cook faster. So you just have to be really careful with that. The recipe that we just made would probably make about 4 small pancakes, 3 or 4 small pancakes, or 2 large pancakes. So this one is done. See, there's my stack. Got a little brown, but that's not burned, so we're good. This one had a little issue with the flip, but that's okay. All right, so now add whatever toppings you want. If you didn't put them in the pancake, let's try it. I like maple syrup on mine, so I'm gonna put a little bit of that. Okay, ready for the taste test? They're hot. That might be my new favorite pancake. If you don't know where to find me in the morning, you can probably find me making sweet potato pancakes. Tastes like dessert, guys. Coming back for more. Hope you enjoy this. Remember, make sure you have someone to supervise you. And once again, something that isn't horrible for you and it's delicious. I hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Miss Shoppy's Kitchen. Until next time, bye. It's done. I love. You'll need a spatula, and a skillet. Helpful trick. Do the liquid last so that you're not having to put a wet teaspoon in powdery cinnamon. We're just gonna do it this way. It's my dinner. It's ready. So, goodness, it goes off a long time. And there's my oven. Everything's done all at the same time.